Kevin.
I'm going to start now.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
thank you for joining the City of Kingston Heritage Area Commission at our monthly meeting. Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. My name is Suzanne Cahill. I am the Planning Director for the City of Kingston and the organizer for our virtual meeting. Before we begin the meeting, we'd like to go over a few meeting guidelines to help navigate the system as efficiently and respectfully as possible. We ask that members of the public and the press remain muted and off camera for the length of the meeting. As the organizer, I reserve the right to mute anyone who unmutes themselves. Commission members and city staff will control their own mute button. Good practice would be to mute yourself if you are not speaking to avoid background noise and feedback. If a commissioner or staff wishes to speak, they will raise their hand. The chairperson will call on them before they speak by stating their name clearly for our audio listeners and transcript recording. All of the meetings are recorded. Both video and written transcriptions will be made available to the public on the city website at a later date. In lieu of public speaking during the monthly meeting, we requested all comments to be received by 2 p.m. on Monday, February 22nd, 2021. No comments were received. All meeting materials, applications, supporting documentation, written comments may be found on the city website by going to www.kingston-ny.gov. From the homepage, scroll down to the bottom under the meetings where you see Heritage Area Commission listed. Click the link and you will find the universal hyperlink for all information. If at any time you have an audio issue, please send a text message to the following number, 845-443-0416. I will repeat that number again, but be aware that phone calls will not be answered during the meeting. The number to text is 845-443-0416. As the organizer for today's meeting, I reserve the right to lock and pause the meeting, to eject anyone who has behaved inappropriately, or to enter into attorney-client conference if needed. On behalf of the commission, I wish to thank everyone for their continued patience during this unique time. I wish you and your family good health. I now turn the floor over to Chairman Hayes Clement to call the meeting to order.
Thank you, Sue. It being 6:37, I'm going to call to order the February 2021 meeting of the City of Kingston Heritage Area Commission. Our first order of business is the adoption of the minutes of our prior January 27th, 2021 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes? Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of our January 27th, 2021 meeting?
Dean Barnes, so moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second by Bonnie.
I'll second.
Second by Bonnie Howland. Any discussion of that? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. I'm Hayes Clement. I vote aye. Bonnie Howland.
Aye.
Dean Barnes.
Aye.
Michael Del Priore.
Aye.
Abigail Robin.
Aye.
Kevin McAvoy.
Kevin, you're muted. Okay, he's got his thumbs up.
Okay, Kevin indicates visually aye and verbally. The next two items of business, 188 and 200 North Street and 127 Fair Street. I am going to be recusing myself from the discussion of both of those as I have a prior financial relationship and transactions involving those properties. I'm going to turn it over to our Vice Chair, Bonnie Howland, to conduct those discussions and votes. And I will be back for the item after that once we're finished. Bonnie?
We have someone here for 188 and 200 North Street.
No, Bonnie, I spoke with them earlier today. The planning board still is waiting to do this, make the secret determination. So the Heritage Area Commission will need to just table the application this evening. So you'll make a motion. Someone will need to make a motion and a second, and then you'll take the roll call vote.
Okay. So do I hear a motion to table this until the next meeting or whatever they communicate with Sue that they can come join us?
Dean Barnes, so moved.
Motion by Dean. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Michael DePiore. Anybody have any discussion or anything on this?
Yeah, Bonnie,
Okay,
it's Kevin.
Kevin.
Something that came up recently with the Brickyard. They purchased the Courts Mansion, which I don't know how many people are aware of that, but Hayes is certainly aware of it, and so is Suzanne and Julie. The question is they're now my neighbor. It's under a different corporation. And the question comes up as to whether I would have to be recused because the principal is the same, but he's got an LLC for Courts Mansion, and he's got a different corporation, I think, at the Brickyard, and he's got several other entities kicking around down in Pankaki, on North Street.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get a hold of Dan to get a definitive opinion. I think if we're just doing a tabling, it's not a big deal, but if we're a substantive like coastal review, I don't know. We need Dan's opinion on this.
Sue, do you agree that he can be a part of this, just the vote to table?
Yes, and right now, the Courts Mansion project or property is not part of the entity that we're reviewing for the Brickyard expansion. It may be at some point in the future, so it's a gray area right now, and we will confirm with Dan Gartenstein his eligibility, but as far as the table is concerned, it's not a substantive matter, so I would agree he can act tonight.
Okay, so I can do the roll call vote for tabling this. That's okay. All right. Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Michael DelPriore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin,
Aye.
Kevin McAvoy,
Aye.
and I also vote aye. So the ayes have it for it to be tabled till the next meeting or when they get in touch with Suzanne to schedule that. Moving on to 127 Fair Street. Do we have someone here for that? Oh, go ahead, Sue.
Bonnie, just one more
Yes.
note. I did send out the doodle poll to the commission, so the next meeting could possibly be a special meeting.
Double, right.
Joint with the planning board, but that we will determine that date as we get closer to it, okay?
Okay. So Sue, or is anyone here for 127 Fair Street?
Yeah, we are.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your project?
First, if you would just introduce yourselves, please state your name for the record.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm Beth Soberman.
That's Reese.
This is Reese down here.
And Ari Goldstein.
And then,
And we live at 127 Fair
oh,
Street.
Jason, I think is still muted.
Oh,
No, we can hear you.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we got you. So you want to
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your project?
Sure. Our plan is to we're going to replace the non-facade windows in our house. Now we have restored. The house is on a historic block of Fair Street, and we've restored through the work of Emily Major the front of the windows.
Front windows, yeah. 5.
You want to talk? Oh, you
No,
can
go
talk.
ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So the five facade windows in the front. There is a sunroom on the side of the house that the windows were in disrepair, and so those windows were replaced. Some of which are on the front of the house, and our plan now is to replace 16 additional windows, which are non-street facing, with via the service of Brian Hummel. They are Elevation. Is that the name of them?
Well,
the window?
maybe Jason can talk a little bit about that too. He's
Is he here?
yeah, Jason.
Oh, Jason.
How you doing? I actually submitted a PowerPoint over to Julie for this, just to show the windows that were getting replaced versus the windows that we replaced in 2018.
Great.
So you can see that they're on the front, same style of windows, 6-panel separation in those windows to kind of match what was originally the original design of the home.
Jason, are you going to show that PowerPoint right now?
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
I can't, I have to make you, hold on a second. If you're gonna do it, then I'll just make you a, a second. I can't make you, oh, I have to take, hold on.
If he goes to the bottom of the screen, he just can't click share screen.
I think he has to be a host. I gotta take Julie off first.
Do you want me to do it? I can share.
Yeah,
I
if
can
you
play it.
could,
Do you want to make it? Do you want to make me the person who can share? I don't know.
you're a co-host.
I am? Okay, let me find it.
The commission members should have it as if you link on your staff notes. If you link on
My
the,
screen?
Yeah,
I have to do something, right?
at
Share
the
screen.
bottom,
yeah,
share-
this one right here, right, Sue?
Yes, yeah,
It says I can't do it. It says it's disabled. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, God.
Abigail, stop laughing.
I'm
Stop enjoying.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
all right, Jason, see
Sue,
if
do
you
you want me to scroll through it?
can you share your screen, Jason.
Do you want me to send it to you, Sue? I could also send it to you and you may be able to. I'll real quick send it to you.
Or Sue, I could scroll through it if Jason wants to talk off of it. You don't need to see my face.
You don't have the PowerPoint, Dean. Oh, is that Michael? I can't see
Yeah,
who's
it's Mike.
talking right now.
It's Michael. It's the link to what's on the agenda for tonight. That's what I'm looking at on my screen too. You can see all the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send Word to Sue, yes. All right, I sent it to you. Sue.
Okay. Mm-mm. There it is. Oh, not enough memory or system resources to start the PowerPoint.
Is
Really?
there much information that's different than the link that Michael was just putting up?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So if you have that PowerPoint,
So basically all the windows that are on the face of the house are staying the same and you're changing all the ones that wrap around. From the one photo, it looks like it says the windows highlighted in red are not proposed for replacements. The homeowner
Correct.
is elected to have a
Those
different
were already
contract.
historically preserved. The
Got
only
it.
window on the front of the home that's been replaced was on the left side of the home, which was done in 2018.
Okay.
And then if you proceed to the left side of the home, all the lower section there was also replaced in 2018, along with the photo in the back showing the back entry to that side room there. So all of those, I believe it was 9 windows in total, were replaced in 2018. That same 6-panel design has been carried through the windows to the left, the right, and the rear of the home. So it's 16 windows in total.
And they're white, just like the others, right? They all match.
They are a white aluminum clad on the outside with wood on the inside.
beautiful.
So does anyone
Yeah,
on
very
the,
nice.
does anyone on the commission have any questions for Jason or Beth?
I have a question. This is Julie. They're not fiberglass?
They are not. They are not. Well, it's a fiberglass exterior, but it's a wood interior.
Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks.
Any other questions? Dean?
Are the shutters staying? are so nice.
The question was, are the shutters staying?
Yeah, we gotta hang them back. You know, the house is the shutters are currently off the house, and we're waiting to complete some work to rehang them. But yes, the shutters will be hung.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you. Yeah, we like them too.
We love them.
Nice character.
Mhm.
Anyone else? Michael, Kevin? Anyone have any questions? No?
Very nice.
So
Good.
Sue, can you give me a little direction here? That we
Just do the seeker first. It's a neg deck. It's like a type 2 action, I'm sorry.
all right. So
It's recognized as type 2.
do I need to do anything about the description from the? Sorry guys, I only do the assistant stuff once in a while, so I'm not a pro at this yet.
No, just need a motion to declare this a
A
type
type
2
2
action.
action under seeker.
Correct. Somebody want to make the motion?
Motion, Kevin?
Motion by
Second,
Kevin, second by Dean Barnes.
Okay, call for the vote.
All right, I'll go around the room. Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Kevin McAvoy,
Aye.
Michael Del Priore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin,
Aye.
and Bonnie Hallen. I vote aye. So do I hear a motion to approve the change in the windows on 127 Fair Street per the proposal that was given to the planning board?
Motion.
Motion by Michael Del Priore. Can I hear a second?
Second, Dean Barnes.
Second by Dean Barnes. I'm going to do a roll call. All in favor? I'm Bonnie Hallen. I vote aye. Kevin McAvoy,
Aye.
Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Michael Del Priore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Motion carries. Thank
Motion
you.
carries. Thanks, guys and
Thank you.
gals.
Thank you
so
and
much.
babies.
Reese, thanks you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good evening.
Thank you, Bonnie. And Sue, if the minutes could just reflect that I recused on both of those votes.
Yes, I will do so.
Next item is 42 Main Street, a proposal to install 4 small 15-watt down lighting fixtures onto existing wall signage on a 2 second-story facade. John Dwyer Irrevocable Trust is the applicant and owner. John, I think I saw you. Can you tell us
John.
a little about what you're planning? You're muted.
I'm back. Well, thanks for getting me on tonight's agenda. It must be fate because at one point during his early career, Larry Quilty lived and sold insurance out of 127 Fair Street, the house that you were just talking about. It's kind of funny. There's a sign on the front of the building under the second-story windows on the front of our building that planning on putting some small light fixtures on to illuminate that sign. The light fixtures in the proposal from Timely Signs are about 15 watts. They will be bracketed off the building and angled back towards the sign. There'll be very little, if any, spill onto the sidewalk. Although that probably would be welcome since our side of Main Street, directly across from the Old Dutch Church, has no street lighting. There's actually only one or two light poles on the other side of the street, which don't illuminate our side of the street at all. And it's a pretty heavily trafficked area because of the post office and St. Joseph's Church. So it's just a couple simple lights to light up the sign, and should be a fairly simple install. There's a separate electrician that'll be needed to run some conduit from the back of the building to the front, unless he can go out one of the walls, which the conduit will be painted to match the exterior of the building, and so will the light fixtures.
Does anyone have questions for John? Comments?
Straightforward.
Sue, and this is okay in terms of code illumination?
Yes. Mhm.
Do I hear a motion to declare this a type 2 action under seeker?
So moved, Dean Barnes.
Barnes, do I hear a second?
Second,
Second by Kevin McAvoy. Any discussion of that? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote on declaring this a type 2 action under seeker. I'm Hayes Clement. I vote aye. Bonnie Howland,
Aye.
Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Michael Del Priore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin.
I,
Boy.
aye.
Sue, does the city of Kingston need to be named as additionally insured on this if it's illumination that's off a building?
You know, that I'm gonna have to check with John because the building, it's kind of set back a little. I'm not sure if these actually will overhang the right of way.
Doesn't project over the
Yeah, I
sidewalk.
don't believe that they do.
So we'll leave it out. Do I hear a motion to approve the illuminated signing proposal for 42 Main Street as presented?
Motion by Bonnie Howland.
Do I hear a second?
Second, Kevin.
Second by Kevin. Any further discussion or debate on this? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. I'm Hayes Clement. I vote aye. Bonnie Howland,
Aye.
Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Michael Del Priore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin,
I.
Kevin McAvoy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Hayes. Was that Dean on the second?
It was, I believe it was Dean.
Kevin McAvoy on the second.
Second, yeah, second.
Okay, thank you.
Items for discussion, joint meetings with the HLPC. Sue?
Yeah, Julie and I have been talking about this a little, and I know we noticed that the meetings that we held jointly with the HLPC went really well. It's also very much appreciated by several of the applicants because they don't have to come to both meetings, and virtually you're asking the same questions, you know, and there is some also overlap with not only the applicants, but the membership. And we thought that since it was working well, we would like to put it out there that the meetings on a monthly basis be regular joint meetings. It'll save, you know, a night meeting for staff. I think it'll be better for the applicants, make things more streamlined. And I think, you know, it's something we would like to put in place and starting as soon as possible.
I agree with that. And I think if there was something major, where there's a major discussion or coastal consistency review, we could still reserve the right to separate the meetings on months like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, both entities would remain separate. The discussions would be joint discussions. We'd basically form the meetings the same way we have in the past, where the ones that are joint would go first, and then we would do, you know, each individual commission separately afterwards. And we can alternate months if you want to do that. That way we can figure out, you know, ways to work it. But I think for the most part, it's going to make things run a lot smoother.
And just so people know, if the HAC, you don't have to, if you're not on both of them, you can leave after the HAC portion is done. It's just the people, the few of us who have cross membership.
Right.
Be there for the whole, but I think it's a way more user-friendly thing for applicants.
And I think we're proposing that it's on Thursdays, the HLPC day.
That was going to be my question. You answered it right before I could ask it.
Yeah.
Does that work for everybody?
It works for me.
Looks
'Cause I
like
have
it.
this other meeting before this, and you'll see I'm always,
Right.
scrambling to get here on time. Yeah,
Okay.
so Thursday would be fine, but
Okay.
I'll leave it up to the rest of the commissioners. That's.
Well, does anyone philosophically have an issue with this?
No,
I don't
No, and I like your suggestion, Hayes, with the, with the coastal consistency being able
Yeah.
to be done separately, because I could imagine that would be a long meeting between the
Yeah.
two.
I mean, the planning board does that virtually, it does that the same thing. If we see a meeting being a lengthy meeting with discussion or a lengthy public hearing, we'll separate that project out and schedule a special meeting just to be held. And it's helpful for the board member, for the planning board members too, in that case, because they can focus on what they need to focus on and not worry about all of these other things that we got to get this done so we can get to that. They are able to focus and it's better.
So I think I would say, Sue, the sentiment of the board is to try to do this wherever possible.
We will work up a new schedule calendar and it will probably affect the due dates because we'll make them, I don't know if we'll keep the due dates the same. Julie and I can talk a little bit about that, but that wouldn't affect you guys. So that was one thing. I also do need to talk about the planter. I don't know, obviously we have that planter now. I don't know if the commission wishes to continue. Last year with COVID, we did plant it. I watered it a few times. I was not able to keep it up by myself. So if the commission is not going to support it, I don't have the time personally to do it myself. So I would need membership support. If that's not going to happen, then I think we should turn it over to an entity that will take care of it. And because it's right on the street, it's right at the entrance to the one parking area. It's very visible. It was embarrassing to me to see it just be left unattended. So.
We've done it for a long time. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong in taking a break from it.
Okay.
nor do I.
Anybody else?
Differently?
Okay, so then I will, I'm on Cuba too, so I will let them know that we're not going to continue with it. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that will take it over. So. Okay, good.
All right, so is next month effectively when we're going to try to start joint meetings?
We're going to try, yeah.
Next month is already scheduled as a joint meeting, yeah.
Perfect.
Goody gumdrops.
I did see in the agenda
Abigail,
that
it's
was
good to see you
posted.
again.
What, Dean?
I saw the agenda was posted April 1st as the next meeting. Did it?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Gonna be
Yeah,
a-
that would have been a joint meeting anyways. Some of them during the course of the year, when they were back to back, we automatically made them joint meetings. So actually, it's a good starting point.
Right. So no March meeting.
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. I wasn't going to say that.
I said.
Anything else any commissioners would like to bring up? Anything else, Sue, Julie?
Don't have anything now.
Do I
No.
hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
Second,
Second by Kevin. Any discussion of that?
Who motioned? Was that Michael?
Mike
Yeah.
did.
Motion
Okay,
by
thanks.
Michael, second by Kevin. I'm Hayes Clement. I vote aye. Bonnie Howland,
Aye.
Dean Barnes,
Aye.
Michael Del Priore,
Aye.
Abigail Robin,
Aye.
Kevin McAvoy.
aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. See you.
Thank you,
Everybody.
everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Sue, are you staying on for a sec?
Yeah, I just want to